Hey guys, this is Jim, and I am going to attempt to demonstrate how to, or actually the different stitches that are involved with this particular stitch or this particular pattern, which is called the candlestick pattern. If you kind of look at it, it has a nice little, that's that little area right there that's defined as the candlestick, so it has a whole series of candlesticks. So basically what this entails is a different multitude of stitches. Seed stitch, which is this section right here, and which is basically a knit on top of a purl and vice versa. This area right here, let me get a little closer this way. This area right here is knit two together. So basically when you knit two together, you're pulling them in towards the right. Then you have this area in the middle, which is like a spine, which is the candlestick. That consists of basically a yarn over, knit one, yarn over. And then you have the other angle, which is this right here, which is a series of decreases right here. And that is SSK, or slip slip knit, instead of, which is the opposite of knit two together. That's right here. So as you're going up this way, you're going SSK, or slip slip knit. And the other section, which is probably not going to be in this particular row, is the joining of this series of knit two togethers and this series of SSKs. Then you have this middle section, which is basically either knit, well, in this particular case it's not a knit three together. Knit three together basically ends up having a twist, but if you notice, this particular spine down here never stops. It just keeps going. So in order to keep that center stitch showing and having these two stitches across on the back side, you basically slip two, knit one, and then pass those two slip stitches over the knit one that you just did. And I'll probably show another video with an example of that because it's not going to be on this row. So here we go. First section is a seed stitch, which is knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. It's just to border the edges of the pattern. Then the next go around right here basically is a knit one, yarn over, and then you knit until you get to this section right here, which is the beginning of that angle. So for the angles going towards the left, you just basically slip, 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 knit, or SSK, which is slip, slip, and then you go from with the left needle into the two that you just slipped, and then you take and knit them together. And that's how you get that SSK. Now, then you just follow the pattern. In this particular case, it's knit three. And then you have this section right here going in that direction. So in order to take them to go that direction, or towards the right, then you just knit two together, which is basically going into the first two stitches and then knitting them together. And then what that does is it carries the pattern, or the knits going in that direction. Now here's the spine section. The spine section, which is that candlestick, or what they call a candlestick, I like to call it the spine, but basically once you get to that center spine, then you're going to want to yarn over, knit one, yarn over, and then knit one. And that gets you the empty gap. Well, you can't really tell this way, but and then you're up to the point where you're going towards the left again. So on the left is basically slip, slip, knit. So slip, slip, go into the first two that you just slipped, and then you knit them together. And that gets you that angle. And then the pattern calls for knit 3. And then you're back to this section right here. So then you're going to knit 2 together, which causes them to angle in that direction, towards the right. Now you're back to the spine again. So you do a yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, and then here again you're going up towards the left. So you're going to do a slip, slip, knit. So then that way they go towards the left. Knit 3. Now I'm not going to explain this anymore. You kind of get the gist of it. Let me just get towards the end where the pattern changes. Now here, it's going towards the right, which is the knit 2 together that I just did. Or is it? Yeah, knit 2 together. Now, here this end part is getting towards the end of the seed stitch. What you're going to do basically, you're going to mimic this spine part, which is the last half of the spine part, not the whole spine. So you're doing a yarn over. Actually, no, I take that back. You're actually knitting first, yarn over, and then you knit the center of the spine, or what would have been the center of the spine, but now you're getting to the edge, so you're going to do a seed stitch. And the seed stitch is essentially just purl, knit 1, purl, knit 1. And so eventually you get this pattern. So hopefully that kind of sort of explains, or at least gives you a visual of what these stitches do, and getting those angles to be able to create these kind of patterns, shifting to the left or to the right or up the center. So each stitch, depending on how you carry it over and how you slip it, generates a different direction. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.